Welcome to The Third Thing, a podcast about friendship in all its fullness, the conflict worth repairing, the evolution worth honoring, and sometimes the letting go.
Think of it as a kitchen table conversation with honesty, laughter, validation, and plenty of tea.
I'm Danyelle, a therapist, healer, and hoodoo practitioner who's been thinking about the way we love each other for most of my life.
And I'm Michelle, a life coach, facilitator, and a space holder at my core. I've spent a lifetime helping people communicate better and more honestly.
We've been best friends for 26 years, and we've got the receipts. We've done the work, and we want to share what we've learned. The tools, the hard parts, the things nobody taught us.
There are a lot of people figuring out their friendships without a roadmap, so we're pulling up a chair. I'm excited to do this bonus episode.
I'm so excited too.
You're going to do a reading for me so that everyone can kind of see what that looks like, and I get the bonus of getting a reading.
So much fun. Your readings are often
Loud.
Very loud, very loud, very direct. No reading between the lines. We're not using an oracle deck. We are using the deck that we've used all season 2, the Crow Tarot.
I have to say, when we were in San Diego together recording, we had the gift of this beautiful home. Ashley's cousin lent us her house with an infinity pool, and we got to work outside. And these 2 crows kept arriving each day to visit us.
And then on the last day, a third one came, and we were like,
The third thing. So cute. Yeah.
That is how I was like, well, we need to have the crows involved. I'm really excited. So I'm curious, do you have any questions? Is there anything that is percolating?
So I think the 2 things that are coming to mind, one is money, which actually is super fitting because where we are right now, we just launched our money episode last week. I feel like I've done so much work around money, so I actually feel at peace in knowing that it will be okay. And I do feel like society keeps pushing scarcity and fear to the forefront, especially because I'm leaving on a vacation tomorrow, and there's this feeling almost like you have to apologize for it. And then also, it's so funny because I don't even want to ask that question, will I regret it? Because I've never regretted travel. But sitting with the discomfort of not knowing when the next paycheck will come and really having to trust that it will be okay.
I love this. I think these are great things to talk about.
Okay. Is there anything that I should be doing to help the process along?
Just being present, being here.
You know, I like to move things forward. No, I mean
time to go
for someone who's never had a reading before.
Yeah. Focus on the question,
okay,
not on the outcome that you think you want.
Okay, that's important.
I think it's important just to bring your full self. What I'd say is I am a reflection of you. So the more open you are, the more connected you are to the present moment and not a specific outcome, not a specific answer, you're going to get a clearer message.
Okay.
And I would just say internally saying, I'm open to the messages. I'm open to receiving the truth. I'm open to receiving the energy and interpretation of the cards.
All right. Money, money, money.
Still don't know that song.
You too.
Still don't.
You too. I gotta play it.
Multiple people were like, "What? I don't know."
Oh, really? Oh,
we'll play it at the end of this bonus episode.
Okay.
All right. Money, scarcity. What I'm really hearing is this idea of what is right, and am I doing it wrong?
I mean, that's the question I always ask and never want to be doing it wrong.
Pentacles, Wands, Hierophant. All right, so we've got the King of Wands in reverse. We've got the Hierophant, and bottom of the deck is Five of Pentacles. I'm going to start there. It's interesting because yes, we are coming off of not recording our money episode, but
yes,
the
launching it
of our money episode this week, and thinking about just that episode and how we talk about finances shifting and just like how having these conversations are really important. And just earlier today, you were talking about this vacation you have coming up, and you were like, yeah, I know. We planned it a long time ago.
I know.
And I was like,
I know. I can always feel you and your stupid eyes every time I say something dumb. And I'm like, no, I know, because you're a reflection. Yes. I obviously was saying it because I don't want to feel judged. And yes, I know.
She's yelling at me. I just was saying, I was like, why is she saying that?
Because I know what you're saying.
26 years of love. Yeah, it just was really interesting to me to like see that in you. And in my head, I'm like, bitch, go. Like, the world is burning. What are we saving our money for?
That part.
I am on the extreme side of that. So that's what I bring to the table. But like, please go enjoy and be in Mexico. And
I literally was responding to a girly on Reddit who was like, I'm going to be 18 and I want to go travel with my friend and it's going to be $3,000. I work, I have the money, but I like, how do I ask them? And I was like, baby girl, you don't need to ask. That's your money and you'll never regret travel. But then it's so funny that I'm about to travel and I'm already like, should I regret this? Is this smart? You know, it's also not just me anymore, but yeah.
Just anchoring ourselves. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm going to start here because the cards are loud per usual. So the Five of Pentacles is all about financial loss. It's about being in a place of, so 5 in tarot is the middle. It's conflict, it's transition, it's change. It's not that it's necessarily bad. If tarot is the life cycle or a life cycle, we ebb and flow. And there are moments when we're in a ton of abundance and when we're not. The Five of Pentacles is representing this time of some stress, some difficulty, some challenge. And I think of the Five of Pentacles as, how do you not get left out in the snow without being prepared? Mm-hmm. How are you not sitting in scarcity? What else is around? And I think one of the things that's really important, and we'll talk about it with this Hierophant as well, is like, the wheel is always turning. It's never all just one thing. The Five of Pentacles is acknowledging, hey, maybe there is a real moment of scarcity here. And what else is there? Is there these pentacles in the tree that you can pay attention to instead of looking down here? Mm-hmm. Are you seeing these other 3 crows?
I didn't until you just pointed them out.
Who may be offering support, stability, just a perspective shift. This is a both and. Yes, this is a real moment of not receiving a paycheck every 2 weeks and looking around and seeing how abundance it's there. It's present.
Yeah.
It's active.
I mean, we have savings. My wife is earning and the bar has been doing really well. I'm well educated and have a background to fall back on and an amazing network. So I am wealthy in those ways, and also in the ways that are non-financial, the relationships that I have that we get to use a space like this. And there are so many gifts and ways in which things work in my favor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Was this the bottom of the deck? Mm-hmm. Okay.
The underlying energy. Mm-hmm. To me, again, just really naming, yep, this is real. And what else is there?
Yeah.
When we aren't hyper focusing on, this is bad, I'm doing it wrong, I need to be doing it in this specific way, what can my life look like?
Right.
What can it feel like? Pentacles is connected to the element earth. So one, it is naming literal foundation, money,
sure.
finances, but also this idea of our bodies. It is the feeling. Pentacles is how we move and what we build, what we contribute. And so having a moment of being able to say, Is this real?
Mm-hmm.
What else is there?
Yeah.
If I were to turn around, could I see something different? You said it so beautifully. I am wealthy in all of these ways. What does it look like to remove the ranking of what it means to get a paycheck every 2 weeks?
Right.
Versus what we talk about in this episode, right? Like pulling resources, what else is there? It's not just
Yeah.
how much money is in the bank account.
This is reminding me of the Five of Cups, where you sort of are looking at the cups that have spilled instead of the abundance that you have behind you. But in this case, the cups is what? More like emotions, whereas the pentacles more like, can you explain that to me? Okay. So yeah, the money.
Like literally how pentacles is translated into this realm is it's the things that we can touch. It's the material world.
Okay.
As I say, it's like our home, our body, what we contribute.
Okay. Super helpful. Look at me learning about fives.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. And there's another 5 here, but that we'll get here with the Hierophant. But I do want us to name that in our society, it is so easy to focus on what we don't have.
Right.
I was watching Hulu, and Hulu's like, now you can get your favorite TV shows in a mug and in a sweatshirt. You can wear them. And I'm just like, why? Why? Everywhere we turn is this like more.
Unless it's Care Bears. I'm not trying to mess with it.
Love the Care Bears.
Just kidding.
Care Bear stuff. Okay. So yeah, I want to put that layer into it.
It's loud. Even when you feel regulated, it's around you.
Yeah. And yes, great. So I'm going to go to the King of Wands next. And when I think about King energy, I think about unwavering. I think about this idea of being very narrow-minded. That's how I think about it. And not in the ways that we think about narrow-minded where you can't see anything or you don't want to see anything. It's really coming from this place of feeling so deeply centered in your beliefs and your understanding of your world that it doesn't matter what's happening around you. You're able to push through at that center. And so it's like nothing is penetrable. Nothing is going to come in to shake me or change my mind. There's no self-doubt. There's no limiting beliefs. King energy it's very grounded. It's in the ground. It's not moving anywhere. Wands are connected to the element fire, and it is about moving forward, just taking action. Wands is about putting things into movement or taking action around a thing. And so this being in reverse, there's a couple of energies that are coming up. One, this isn't a time for action. This isn't a time to change, to move, to try to fix. And there is something.
Bless you for saying that.
There is. Like,
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. There is this feeling of relief, of it's a moment in time. The wheel is always turning. When you're in this position, how are you supporting yourself? So when you do get back to a place that feels more comfortable, you're not in this kind of pendulum swinging.
Right.
It feels like you're looking for your middle. I'm talking about it from this perspective of unwavering, and you can't be knocked over. You can't be persuaded. You talked a lot about how the external is coming in and really knocking at the door and being like, well, but this is what we said. You know, I use the analogy of like getting on the train. Get on that train. You don't know where you're going, but we're all getting on the train. No, pause. It's okay to have these moments of difference. And that doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you have gotten off the train and you're lost. It's like, I'm being redirected. I'm finding the path that feels most aligned for me. And so in this moment, there is something just about it's okay to be here, permission to say, I'm exactly where I need to be. When I think about the King of Wands, ruling and being like an executor.
Yeah.
In reverse, it's just like you're still that person. That's still the energy that's there. But right now, you're channeling that into something different. Channeling it into this moment of like, okay, things look different. What do I do next?
Yeah. I love this because I am a person who often feels more comfortable in action. We talked a lot about that I have Aries placements in four houses, and that's a lot of like fire and initiation and passion and movement there. And so to sit is not the natural state necessarily, which is maybe sometimes why I question it, even when I'm sort of like, this feels like a time for rest. I'm sure many of us know or understand when you're like, even if you're just getting a break from your kids or you're on vacation and then you use that time stressing like, oh, I should clean, or oh, I wish my kid was with me, or I miss them now, and then you get back to whatever the status quo is and you're like, I wish I had taken that time and really rested. I did that before when I took a sabbatical when I was in grad school and in a coaching program and had a child, and my wife was on a murder trial, so it didn't really feel like rest. But having said that, I did take a break, and I can't say that I fully rested. And so now we're starting this new community, so there's a lot of work to be done, but I think it's even just when folks ask you what you're applying for, what's your next move, and you start to think through the finances, that's where I find myself questioning, is it okay? Am I allowed to not be worried about it? Is that okay? So I find that really comforting because we've had other readings where it's like, you need to choose something and move, like
Yeah.
go. And the universe has your back, but like, please go.
Mhm.
It's nice to not be hearing that right now.
Yeah.
What is the infinity?
So, anytime I see an infinity sign in the tarot, it is very much life is cyclical.
Mm,
When you're not ready to learn a lesson, it will come back around for you to learn.
here we
And
are
so-
again. Yes,
Just
we are back.
Yeah,
No.
but it's like I don't hate it. That infinity sign
Yeah.
is just, it sticks around. There is something really important about that.
Yeah.
Again, if we think about tarot as mirroring life,
Yeah.
we do. When we arrive somewhere and we're not ready to learn that lesson, we arrive again with different tools and we get to make that decision. Am I going to learn it this time?
Yeah.
Do we do something different? Or am I not there yet? And I think this goes back to this is why we're always exactly where we're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to learn things faster or slower than we do. I recently just got a reading and the diviner was like, oh yeah, like you can't know this yet. Like it's not for you to know. And I was sitting with that in this way of, yeah, because then I will relax or move faster or make a decision that might impede me getting to where I'm going.
Yeah.
That feels really ascended in the moment. But when I was hearing it, all I wanted to say back to the diviner was like, tell me.
Yeah.
And so just like naming that we're not supposed to get all of the information at once. And if we did, one, is having that information really going to change the way we feel? Probably not, because we believe what we say, not what we see. And what you're saying is scarcity, scarcity, scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
And could it potentially shift the way that you're showing up and move the path in a way that you weren't supposed to go anyways? This also really speaks to living in the past and living in the future and not in the present.
Ooh.
So when we're like, well, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Or I've been here before and I know it's going to be bad. We can't enjoy what's happening in the moment. We're missing all of that.
Yeah.
I actually think this figure 8 that's when it's the loudest, when it's so clear that we are not living in the present.
I appreciate that reminder ahead of going on this trip because we've talked about growing up in scarcity and how that kind of seeps into your cells and it feels like who you are, and that wealth or security is for other people and that I'm built to struggle and it just takes so long. I'm not surprised to continually be getting this message that security is for other people and not for me. And so it's not surprising to me that I have to keep learning this through different iterations of adulthood, both as a single woman working multiple jobs and then in partnership and now as a parent, and also coming on the heels of earning the most that I've ever earned in my life. And so you keep leveling up both on the regulated nervous system, but also taking a pause, the stakes can feel higher.
Much higher risk.
Yeah, so you have to almost like keep learning it in each new phase. And what feels nice now that I can rest on is that here I am learning this lesson again. And the last time it went okay, and actually I leveled up afterwards. And so what a gift that I now get to leave on my vacation and really just rest and enjoy myself and enjoy the present instead of future trip or route in the past that is not here anymore.
I love that. All right. So lastly, we have this Hierophant. I think about the Hierophant as like breaking the status quo. So if the Hierophant is coming to us and really saying, this is the way we do things and this is the way, it's like written in stone, literally.
Yeah.
Like that is the Hierophant energy. One of the ways that I interpret the Hierophant when it arrives is, but we don't have to choose that path. We don't have to just follow the doctrine written in stone because it's been written in stone for all of the years.
Yeah.
And I think that is so millennial, right? We are throwing the slab on the ground and allowing it to crumble. And so this being also a major arcana card of this is high level, this is not just today, but always. What are the ways in which you are naming the awareness around this is old programming. This is not actually where I want to center myself. This is not where I want to be rooted into.
Right.
I want to be rooted into abundance. I want to be rooted into it comes back to me. It flows freely. The Hierophant is like, do it. Right? Again, 5 here, this idea of being in between, not quite in one place yet. And like that invitation of what is the old programming? Why is it feeling so present? And are you able to transmute that energy into something else?
I mean, it feels exactly right. Just in terms of what we were saying about culturally, the messages you're receiving is like, get a job and be safe. But it doesn't feel as safe as it used to, maybe. And so this sort of idea of the status quo, it's almost like a trick, right? Because we all know that you build generational wealth by owning businesses and doing your own thing and making your own schedule and not being tied to the 9 to 5. And yet that is what the majority of us strive for because we do like the security of the paycheck every 2 weeks. And so and the healthcare miss that. I just keep bringing it back to regulating your nervous system because is there a bear at the cave? No. Am I safe? Yes. Can I pay my rent? Yes. And so the questioning of the status quo feels very much rooted in like trusting in myself and being willing to explore and be curious about what else is out there.
Yeah. I love this.
Damn.
I also just want to name, I pulled a couple of transits that are hitting your chart in the moment. And the one that I want to really focus on is Saturn retrograde. Saturn will be retrograde in Aries until the end of the year. So for the next like 6-ish months. And it is building towards a conjunction with your natal moon. So your Aries moon. So Saturn, again, is about building. It's about structure. It's about foundation, feeling really secure, having things in order. And your moon is your emotions. Very different. So a conjunction is going to highlight any tension that you're feeling in the bridge of emotions and structure, the bridge of deep feelings. And what does that mean? Or how might that be hindered in moving forward? And so this is a time for you to really be thinking about and processing safety and security, a time for you to be like stepping into or maturing around the ways that you understand how safety feels in your body. So rigidity, routine, structure, laying exactly on top of your natal moon, both in Aries. And so this idea of, okay, you're the starter and this is retrograde. So what do you need to be looking inside introspectively to support this growth. Retrograde is that without tension, there isn't progress. And retrograde is a part of the life cycle to allow us to have those moments of, I can't just keep moving forward all the time.
Mm. So what does that mean to you? What does that mean? Like, what do I need to do?
Tell me what to do. I would say over the next 6 months, as you are experiencing this scarcity, it is about, how does this serve me? How is sitting in my scarcity serving me? How is my scarcity part in protecting me? And can this part have a new job? Is this part still sitting in your apartment with your parents feeling like you are in actual scarcity?
Right.
Or can you bring that part along to see the abundance you're swimming in now?
Yeah.
Are you able to catch it and change that narrative, change the way that that part is seeing?
Maybe that scarcity protective part, because I can say now that feeling fear and scarcity has kept me, I've never been evicted. I've always been able to pay my bills. I've always been very responsible. So it served its purpose at the cost often of rest or relaxation, right? I've struggled with reassigning parts, but this just came to me as I feel like I could reassign that part to fiercely protecting my rest.
Yeah. Okay.
That like, yeah,
Obsessed.
your new job is that my job is to rest and take advantage of this time. And so however we need to do that, that's your new job.
I am obsessed with this.
Who am I?
Y'all, she's not going to be doing shit. You've met Michelle when she sets her mind to something. Let's fucking go. This was cute.
On that note.
Have fun in Mexico.
Thanks, Pam. I fucking will. But if you want to book a session with Danyelle, the best way to do that is
check out my website, tideshealing.com. My scheduler is up and you can book a reading.
You can also email Danyelle at thethirdthingpod.com.
We'll see you soon. Bye. If today's episode meant something to you, share it with a friend.
Find us on Instagram at The Third Thing Pod, and everything we're building lives at www.thethirdthingpod.com. Episode notes, our workbooks, all of it.
And if you're ready to go deeper, real community, monthly events, early access, and to join the group chat, we're on Patreon. The link is in the show notes.
If you're loving the show, a rating and review genuinely helps more people find us. It takes 2 minutes and it means everything.